The nation's capital, Washington, D.C. That's the setting for the Cavaliers. A prototype 3-and-D swingman with great strength and versatility. DeAndre Hunter, a critical piece as they gear themselves up for the action in Capital One Arena. Cavs-Wizards is next, right after this. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Looking now at some numbers for Evan Mobley.
And the one thing that he'll be looking to change is the downturn in his three-point percentage. It's taken a hit here the last 10 games. I know he's putting in extra work to get that rhythm back.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. And it's Allen in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Washington, we've got Bilal Coulibaly. Sarr out there with Gill. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the two-guard spot. So, Brent, when you were playing, what was your approach to the first game of a back-to-back? Anything different?
No, really nothing different, Kevin. I mean, the games just pile up. So go back to your routine, staying with your routine, making sure you're on time with when you eat your meal, when you get to the arena, when you're doing your pregame warm-up. A lot of those things allow your mind to settle in to what it is your body is about to go through to compete every night on an NBA floor.
Gill against Mobley. Pass to Carrington. Just 5 on the clock. There's a good screen. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Here's Strus. Outside Garland. Mobley, a screen on Poole. And Mobley throws it down.
Assessing that possession right there, Garland waiting for the opening to find the man.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe shared a few moments with me. In front of mine tonight, Jarrett Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 2018. That's when LeBron was with them, Greg.
And it was their first series win without LeBron James since 1993. So it was a huge deal for the organization as they continue to take steps in the right direction.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
When it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And the first one drops. Well, it's no secret this Washington team is in a rebuilding phase. But, Brent, they've collected some assets.
Yeah, they got some flexibility here, Kevin, and they made the call to start over. They took some other players that other teams didn't want, along with some draft picks, which sometimes you have to do when you're bottoming out. They have a good toolbox to rebuild that.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
Here's Carrington. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Here's Poole. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. From downtown, Gill with the rebound. Wizards trail by 5. Pass to Poole. Now Sarr, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And it's sent back by Allen. Mitchell passes to Garland.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
George is checked in for Gill. And Cleveland also making a change. Hunter's checked in for Max Strus. Now, here's Mitchell. He's tightly guarded. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Sarr, the pass to Poole. Sarr sets the screen for Poole. Pass to Carrington. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Mitchell comes up with the rebound. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Chris Middleton.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Pass to George. At the elbow, it's Sarr. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Kispert's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Poole. So he gets them both. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. Johnson with the rebound. Wizards trail by 5. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. Back to Kispert. 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Coulibaly, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Back to Coulibaly. 54 seconds left to play in the first. Sarr. The shot, no good. Good D by Mobley. Outside Garland. Pass to Mobley. Johnson with the rebound. Wizards trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And Mobley throws it down.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
Garland against Johnson. To the inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
George, that's a two-pointer, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers on top, leading by 7. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Corey Kispert is out there with Johnson. Then it's George. Then there's Gill. And it's Holmes in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Now, here's Hunter. A 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And the Wizards with possession. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Kispert, bounce pass. Here's Johnson, and the layup's good off the glass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Jerome. Rebounded by the Wizards. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Johnson, that's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Hunter trying to get open. Jerome, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
Here's Jerome, following the three-pointer by Washington. Here's Allen. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, the defense has got to bring a little bit more. Hitting Allen like that is not going to prevent him from scoring.
Johnson, the pass to George. Johnson with a screen on Hunter. Pass to Kispert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holmes setting the pick for Johnson. Hunter grabs the miss. Cleveland leading by 6. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Okoro. It's good from long range. Okoro's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Allen. Max Strus comes in for Dean Wade. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Okoro. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. Here's Koulibaly. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And he also controlled the backcourt as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here's Garland for 3. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Song. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Poole. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so Poole will bring it up for Washington. 7-point differential. And he drops it in from the low post. Poole's got his second bucket tonight.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
For 3, Mitchell. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Again, it's Donovan Mitchell with a huge night. One of the premier players in our league.
Poole, a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Poole. Shoots over Garland. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Thompson up top. Back to Strus. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Carrington. Still yet to score. Garland against Poole. A floater. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Jordan Poole has stepped onto the NBA stage and not ever backed down from a challenge. He plays with tremendous confidence.
Shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good.
And if you watch Poole enough, you're really going to appreciate that he can get it done in so many ways on the offensive end.
Gill is checked in for Washington. Then for the Cavaliers, Allen comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Mobley in for DeAndre Hunter. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far. Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Poole. He had 19 points in the win against Brooklyn.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mitchell outside. Driving it.
Oh,
jam!
you knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And that concludes the first half. Cavaliers lead by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Washington Wizards.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. And looking ahead, here's what's to come later on tonight in the NBA. Over at Spectrum Center, the Hornets will face off against the Spurs. That one's starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
That's one like EJ and Shaq playing 2K against each other. Weak.
Come on, Jet.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Wizards trail by 12. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Allen kicks to Mitchell. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Wizards. Poole up top. Covered by Mobley. And Sarr throws it down.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Mobley outside. Mitchell wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Wizards shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Sarr gets the bucket.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Mobley outside. Garland dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Strus. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Strus has got 5 now.
Oh, great pass by Mitchell. He can run your offense, slide over to the 2 as well, giving you some great backcourt versatility.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. In third, the Cavaliers.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Garland against Poole. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Mitchell outside. Mitchell is doubled. The wide open shot from Strus. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, they brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
Here's Koulibaly, defended by Strus. Sarr's shot is off.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Saar. To the paint. It's stolen by Allen. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Took him no time at all on that one. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Gill. Back to Poole. And they get it. Hits it from three-point range. Poole's got 14 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Mobley the pass to Strus. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Wizards trail by 13. Brent Coulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
And it's Mitchell missing. Wizards have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Evan Mobley. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's getting around 16 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Both free throws good from Poole. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Mitchell. And there's 1:45 left to play in the third. Can't hit that one.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Poole against Garland. Count the basket. Poole's got 18 points in the game.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Kispert finds Coulibaly. 6 to shoot. Holmes with a screen on Hunter. And Holmes throws it down.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Washington making some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Johnson in for Jordan Poole. Then for the Cavaliers, Wade, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Okoro comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Here's Jerome. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Wade kicks to Hunter. Back to Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Wizards.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson with it. He has 7. Middleton on the wing. Wade is covering. And here's Middleton. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. We've got Chris Middleton. Kispert is out there with Johnson. Then it's George, and it's Holmes in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and with that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
No good on the free throw.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
He hits the second from the line. Wizards trail by 8. Johnson surveying the floor. George dishes to Middleton. Back to George. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Jerome. Outside Garland. Drills it from outside. Garland's got 4 points this quarter.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Kispert, the pass to Middleton. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Cleveland leading by 7. Pass to Strus. Back to Garland. Now here's Wade. Back to Garland. Lays it up off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Now, Garland is so small that if there's a little bit of room, he's going to find a sliver.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Brian Keefe talked to his team during the break. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Outside, George. Pass to Kispert. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Basket counts. And now it's an 11-point Cavalier lead.
And that's pretty tough for Garland at his size to be able to score around the contest.
Middleton outside. Fades. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. At one point, they led by 16. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jerome, the layup off target. The Wizards have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Johnson kicks to George. Holmes with a screen on Strus. It's stolen by Wade. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Pretty good energy from the young guard Garland there. Rockets right back up the court in the fast break.
Back to Holmes. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And Washington going with a whole new group here. And then for Cleveland, Jared Allen's checked in for Wade. Evan Mobley comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for Ty Jerome. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now, here's Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. From 17 feet out. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Mitchell's got 25 points. Wizards trail by 13. Now, here's Poole. Gill with a screen on Garland. Here's Poole, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Mobley.
And Poole playing aggressive on the inside, just forcing the defense to come at him.
First free throw is good. All free throws good from Poole.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now, here's Garland. Unloads from 9. A 3 from Strus. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got assist number 5 here tonight. Garland against Poole, and that one drops for him. Poole's got 15 points here in the second half.
And he's absolutely feeling it. There is no hesitation from Jordan Poole.
Pass to Garland. Shoots over Poole. Garland with the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now here's Mobley. That one wide left. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Koulibaly. Pass to Gill. On the wing, Koulibaly. Here's the screen. Pulls from the top of the key. And it's Carrington missing.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Cavaliers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Donovan Mitchell.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Koulibaly. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.